Hello, good evening, hello. Hope everyone's having a good night. So I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I am not up here to sing, okay? The bad news is that I am up here to do comedy. That's about the reaction I expected. When I was preparing for this, when I was working on memorizing all the things that I had planned on saying tonight, I couldn't help but think back to a public speaking course I took my freshman year of college, and some advice my professor gave me when I finished my final presentation for the year. She looked at me and she said, "Jeff, I'm gonna give you some advice that I want you to take with you throughout your entire life." I don't know why she had a southern accent when I'm doing this, but she did. She looked at me and she said, "Jeff, never speak in public again." This is terrible advice to remember at the time, but that's what my brain chose to do because the brain is an asshole. I've got beef with Chef Boyardee. That's right, no segments tonight, I'm sorry. I've got beef with Chef Boyardee. I think he's throwing that title as chef around a little too willy-nilly. Can anybody here honestly defend Chef Boyardee and say that the creator of such culinary classics as SpaghettiOs and beefaroni deserves to be called a chef? You don't see Sarah Lee or Betty Crocker running around calling themselves chefs. And I think we can all agree that they have likely spent far more time in the kitchen than Chef Boyardee. This is because their food is better. It's because their food is better, okay? If Chef Boyardee were job hunting today, he would have to put Cook Boyardee on his resume. The job market is too tough. It's too goddamn tough. I've been job hunting now for 6 months, okay? Used to be a time in this country being a white man meant when you applied for a job, you get that job. Nowadays, though, people want you to have things like experience and skills. And I don't know if you are aware, but being able to quote Ace Ventura Pet Detective 2 when nature calls start to finish is not the type of skill that gets you hired. To which I say, Chicago. The joke is funny if you've seen the movie. My friends suggested that maybe I start lying or embellish on my resume, so I added things like hard worker, reliable, no criminal background. And I really want to make myself sound good. That's job hunting today, you know, everything's online. Every application you fill out is online. You send your resume out into the ether 30, 40 times. You don't know if these people are reading what you're sending out. You don't know if anybody's gonna respond to you. It's really just like online dating. It's basically you and thousands of other assholes just like you, all bragging about what makes you special, what makes you unique, while you fight over filling the same opening. So, but I am terrible at online dating, okay? We live in such a world of like this hookup culture that I feel like I don't really have much to offer the opposite sex. If I'm being honest, like sex with me is like ordering from Jimmy John's, you know? Freaky fast. Ladies, you know? No, but I do alright. I've had a foot before, you know, a foot. Friends with benefits? You guys not calling it that? My foot did not call it that either. No, but my foot, Janine, she loved sexting. And if I'm being honest, I'm a big fan of sexting too. To me, good sexting is an art form, okay? Anybody can go out there and be like, "I want to smash my genitals to yours until they make weird squishy sounds." But I think to be good at sexting, it takes a little bit, you know, it's vulgar, but just so, with a little bit of class. Next time you're sexting, maybe you want to throw out one of these numbers. You're in there, top heavy, ooh, ah. You're like, "Hey girl," with a U, with a U. You'd be like, "Hey girl, I wish my cock smelled like your sex." And there it is. You're vulgar and classy at the same time. If you had been like, "Hey baby, I wish my dick smelled like your pussy," that's too vulgar. It's too much. Harsh on the ears. It's too much. No. But that message actually, it made that girl enjoy what I was saying so much, she asked me to see a dick pic. And I am not big into sending a dick pic, but I would gladly oblige any request to see my penis. Of course, when I send it, I like to spruce it up a little bit. You know, I get the pic. But then I like to add, you know, maybe like a top hat, a monocle, little Monopoly guy mustache. Maybe put some text up there. "Free parking, baby." No. But she got to the point where she would ask me, she's like, "Why don't you ever ask me for, you know, to reciprocate?" And if I'm being honest, I am not a fan of the, I call it the twat shot. Okay? Like every time I get one, it's always the same. She sends the pic, you know, she said, "It's open," you know, spread like that. You know? And to me, it just looks like the Predator face. And I always feel like it's screaming at me, like it's going, "Oh." That's bad. Sorry, thank you. Thank you for laughing.